I'll stop it. Here we go, miss. All right, listen, you got your video production. Make sure when you're on Premiere Pro that this gray bar on your sequence, as you see here, is stretched to the area you want to export. So, for example, if I stretch this out, it will export this blank space. Okay, so make sure that this is called the work area, and it's snapped to the last frame of your production. Double check this. If you know you got to do 20 seconds, go to it and just double check to see the alignment is on. I'm happy. Another thing to note when you're exporting, this is your sequence timeline. If I have another area selected, you'll note when you go to File and Export that you don't have the option to export properly, okay? Make sure that this blue highlighted bar is in the sequence area that you want to export. Then you will go to, and also take note before I do this, that anything invisible or off will not be exported. So make sure you take off or expose the eyeball so that it exposes the content on that layer. And same for the audio. If I press mute, it will actually not export the mute. So make sure anything visible, anything you can hear on this timeline will be exported. But if you have a blank eye or view on it, it will not export. Keep that noted when you're doing this. File, export, media. Click on this. A dialog box will pop up, okay? Wait 10 hours to finish. Aiden, I just got your YouTube link. I'll check it out.
Did you click on export?
Yeah, and a box is supposed to pop up. This is where I might have to edit this video because who wants to look at us talking about meh, meh, meh. Okay, there it is. All right.
Wait, did you click media?
Yeah, I went to File, Media. When you watch the video, you can see it again,
Yeah.
right? That's right. You're just here and you missed it, right?
Yeah, I looked away for a second. That's what I did as well.
All right. So when exporting, click on the H.264 format. Okay, just in case it's on a different format, you can pick other formats, but this is one of the most universal. All right. So make sure it's the H.264, not the Blu-ray, but the H.264. This will make it an MP4. It should automatically make it export the video and audio. Now, had you named your sequence the right name, you don't have to do this. But if you called it sequence 1, you can have to rename this. So under output name, that blue highlight, click on it. This will open up a dialog box. This is where you place in the location you want to save, okay? Technically, it should go into, well, in this case, it went to my last thing. So I'm gonna go to my desktop. This is my Homer video, okay? I'm gonna save it in there, wherever you wanna save it. If it's downloads, just know where you're saving it. So when you go to upload it to Google Classroom, you know where to find it, okay? So I'm putting on this P3 Homer file. I'm gonna call it last name, first name, framing. I'll get rid of the 2, okay? And I'll press save. Notice it's saving it as a MP4 format, okay? And that's good. Press save. All right, what else we gotta do, sir? Well, just double check, 1920 by 1080, that's right. Very good, 30 frames per second. It's what I originally had, so nothing to be worried there. Other than that, nothing much. You can preview it here, and this is good. Notice it says 20 seconds. Bam! I know that I'm exporting exactly what I had on my sequence. Okay?
Maximum render quality.
Maximum render quality, yeah. So this is me. You can preview it one more last time, just to double check. All right, this is what I wanted. It's 20 seconds. Great. Now, 2 options. For this lesson, we're just going to export. What's Q, sir? Q opens up Media Encoder. If I'm doing multiple exporting, I would want to use Q. If I'm just doing one export, just export it, okay? Especially a 20-second video, it's not a big deal. But if I was doing a trailer, movie, TV commercial project, and I had multiple Qs, I would use that. So click on export. It's gonna go through a process where it goes frame by frame, and it's gonna make it into a video file. The more RAM you have, the faster this is. So on the location of my computer, so I'll just kind of show you in the meantime. If I go to Finder, and I go into my Homer folder, we're gonna see a file pop up shortly. So desktop, Homer. If you drop down here, you're gonna see the MP4, but it's not a true MP4. See, it's only 5 megabytes. As it's going, you see the megabyte size. And then at the end, it says it's successful. there is my 20-second video file. This file, the MP4, is what you'll drag into your Google Classroom. Any questions, guys? Okay, great.